The modern bare knuckle rules, following in on the Broughton rules, then the London prize ring rules. Up to scratch, the bell in round number 1. Black trunks for Barnett, gold trunks for Burns. Short right hand from Barnett. Another short right hand, swing and a miss with the right from Burns.
Barnett, the southpaw. Both of these guys are very aggressive.
Hey, don't clinch like that, right? You can't palm them. Okay, here we go.
It was a two-handed clinch. Again, you can clinch as long as you are punching from the clinch. You cannot body lock, you cannot tie plum. You can hit the half plum, you can overhook, underhook, and that's ruled a slip by Spinola.
Here we go.
Clay Burns came to fight tonight. He's
Burns 11 pro boxing matches, 2-0 as a pro MMA fighter.
And you can see he definitely has some boxing experience. He's closing the gap, and he's letting that right hand go.
Barnett 6-1 in pro boxing. He is the current United States Boxing Union 130-pound champion. He's also fought 7 times as a pro MMA competitor. Circling out by Burns, his boxing trainer, the former WBA bantamweight world champion Paulie Ayala. Stepping into the pocket, right back out.
I'll tell you what we don't have in bare knuckles, a fill-out round. They getting busy early.
These 2-minute rounds fly by. 45 seconds remaining, round number 1. Again, Barnett proving very elusive, just stepping to the outside. Again, Burns just coming up short on that left, hands high.
We're good? Okay, fight.
A lot of respect between these two fighters. Overhand right to the body from Barnett. Now 20 seconds remaining, round number 1. Again, the onslaught, the rush from Burns, Barnett eluding that.
Seems like the fight is settling in now. The end of the first round.
10 seconds.
Both fighters did great actions in this first round.
Body head with the right hand from Barnett. From the southpaw stance, that is the end of round number 1.
Okay, toe the line.
Both fighters towing the line up to scratch. Round number 2. Burns stepping into the pocket again. Big swings with the right hand.
It's going to be important that Reggie Barnett keep that chin down when close. When in close, because it seems like Clay Burns is coming over with that looping right hand.
Burns, the United States Marine Corps veteran, told me he feels he and Barnett are very similar fighters. He feels his one advantage, he has more punching power.
I agree with the similarities, their size, and it seems like they have the same fighting style. But one is coming from the southpaw stance, one's from the conventional.
Hands wide open from Burns again, running into the pocket.
That's not good, because when you run in like that, it's easy for your guy to hit you with a counter uppercut when you have your head down, just like that.
Burns landing that right hand. Barnett again working off of the jab from the southpaw stance.
Both of these guys look to be in tremendous shape, man. You don't see any fat on either one of them. Look like Burns is starting to bust up a little bit now, that jab.
Stop! Quickly!
Burns cut below his left eye, that blood flowing freely here in round 2.
Also,
50 seconds, sorry, champ, remaining in this second round.
No problem. I just wanted to point out also a little nick on Reggie Barnett Jr.'s left cheekbone as well. Hasn't opened up yet, but it's definitely swelling.
Indeed, there's a small mouse forming under the right eye of Barnett. Barnett staying elusive. Open hand slap that time. Not his intention. Barnett told me against Travis Thompson he landed a slap and immediately apologized. Opening his hands in training, working on parrying punches.
Yeah, we saw that a couple times. Good body shot. We saw that a couple times where he was punching with an open hand, and one time he actually jabbed him in the eye with it.
He left hook just before the bell in the end of round number 2.
BK won against his opponent. Also jammed him in the eye a couple times with an open hand.
Round number 3. Barnett looking to go to the body from the southpaw stance. Again, a big step in with the right hand from the orthodox, the conventional stance for Burns.
Stop! Stop! Stop, break clean. Here we go.
Wayne Spinola, the referee, calling for the clean break, and he receives it. No animosity again, nothing but respect between these two fighters.
And midway through, I'll say it's a very close fight. Ooh, nice right hand by Burns.
Barnett trying to turn up the pressure here in round 3, champ. We saw that a little bit in round number 2.
Yeah, he's going to need to. Got to have different levels if you're going to continue to be successful in bare knuckles. Got to be able to turn up the heat.
Big swing and a miss from Burns. 1 minute remaining, round number 3. Again, this and all bouts tonight scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds. I'm used to MMA in Europe saying 2 5s. Step in with the left hand from Burns.
Burns landed a great counter punch, but it's that distant right there that Barnett Jr. likes to go to work. And with good foot movement like that, he's staying out of danger.
Now it's getting a bit larger under the right eye of Barnett.
In this round, I noticed that Clay Burns was fighting a little bit off his back foot. He's getting pushed around a little bit. Reggie Barnett controlling the distance.
So the peekaboo style there, the high peekaboo guard from Clay Burns. Pulling out his own eye. Baiting Barnett to come in with the jab.
Up clean, up clean.
Clean break just before the bell.
Knuckle up.
Immediately backing off the scratch line, Burns. Immediately Barnett coming forward to start round number 4. Both fighters acquitting themselves very well thus far. Burns thought this would be an even fight. Indeed it is. Barnett told me in our fighter meeting, I don't want to fall into the role of counterpuncher. I want to try to be first in every exchange.
But I think those counter punches have been serving him well tonight on both sides. He's allowed Clay Burns to miss with those big shots like that.
That was a big right hand, but missed from Burns. Barnett to the body.
Good body work by Barnett.
See that cut under the left eye of Burns. Opened in round 2. It really has not been a factor in this fight. All things considered, both fighters' faces relatively clean. Now Burns posturing, walking forward with his hands at his waist.
That's not good in no combat sport to have your hands down to your waist, especially with a guy that has educated hands like Reggie Barnett Jr. There he goes, got to keep him up.
See Barnett very disciplined with his hands, with his striking guard now circling out. Now it's Burns turning up the volume here in round 4 with his forward movement.
I think he knows he has to get close in order to exchange with Reggie Barnett to be able to land those good hard shots.
40 seconds remaining in this 4th round. We're in the lightweight division, 135 pounds. Reggie Barnett Jr. versus Clay Burns.
Clay Burns is throwing the right punches, but he just hasn't landed those shots.
18 pro boxing, 9 pro MMA bouts between these two fighters.
Good body shot. Clay Burns snuck in.
Barnett not pulling the trigger to the body, missing over the top. Again, you see Champ Burns running into the pocket. He's done that a lot in this fight.
It'll behoove him better if he just stepped with that back foot instead of being off balance, just running inside.
Time.
We are headed to the 5th and final round. The two fighters just hugged. Smiles on the face of both men. Again, respect flowing strongly in both directions. 5th and final round. More open striking guard for Burns. Hand still high and tight for Barnett as he lands this short left.
Clay Burns came out very aggressive and landed a big right hand in the first exchange. I think this fight is real close. I think it's going to come down to this last and final round.
You see the swings from Burns. Burns has definitely aggressively been running into the pocket, running with punches. Threw a big right hand there. Barnett again, snapping out the jab from the southpaw stance. That's ruled a slip. Second slip of this fight ruled by referee Wayne Spinola, who's done a really nice job in his bare knuckle debut.
That was a good counter left, a good counter right hook that was landed by Barnett.
Good big swing, another big miss from Burns. Really trying to open up now.
I think it's Barnett defense that's going to probably win him this fight if he can stay away from the big punch that Burns is throwing and missing.
Now under the right eye of Barnett, seems to have opened up. But the blood is not flowing through. Snap jab from Barnett. 35 seconds remaining, 5th and final round.
He's controlled the distance. Reggie Barnett really good with his feet. And it's those counter punches that I think has him winning this close fight.
See the big smear of blood under the left eye of Burns. Again, that was from that mouse that popped in round number 2. Also has swelling under his right eye. Now it's Barnett trying to turn up the pressure. Final seconds of this lightweight fight. It's been quality. Barnett waving Burns forward into the center of the squared circle. Big swings from both men. Barnett telling Burns to come on, and that's the end of the fight.
After completing the scheduled 5 rounds, our judges at ringside are all in agreement for your winner by unanimous decision,